Hey guys, welcome back. Now I'm not going to do an unnecessarily long intro, so I'm going to hop right into it pretty fast. Today's going to be an oil rig guide for small oil rig. I'm going to show you what you're going to need, how to do it, and a few spots to hold counters from. Alright, let's get into it. Oh yeah, also, it's been about 5 years since I started my YouTube channel, and I don't really have a video planned for 5 years or 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, it took a little bit, but it's okay. I had fun along the way, and I just wanted to thank everyone. So, yep, that's it. Alright, you can go watch the video now. Alright, let's get started here. So, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you what you're going to need because people get really upset when I don't do that, apparently. Even though I do it later. Anyways, you're going to want some sort of weapon. I may do a tutorial later on how to do this with a bow, but for now, I'm just going to use a gun. Make sure you have a lot of ammo for whatever weapon you're bringing. I've got 125 shots. That should be plenty with the Thompson. Make sure you have suitable armor. I am in the snow, so a hazmat suit's probably not going to be ideal here. As you can see, I'm a little bit cold, but it should be fine, especially because hazmat suits make it so you can't get wet. Make sure you have quite a bit of meds. Usually you won't need this much, about 4 if you're more experienced. I'm bringing 8 though, just in case. Bandages, also pretty good. Make sure you have a harvesting tool so you can harvest the scientists on there to make more bandages and if you're in like a tight spot. For a small oil rig, which is what we're going to be covering today, you only need the red and blue key card to complete it. But I'm going to bring the green key card just because you can get a few extra boxes from it. Alright, now make sure you get yourself a boat. You're going to want to pull up to the oil rig. Now, make sure there's no one on it before getting too close. You can tell because, well, there's scientists on it right now, which means there's probably not going to be anyone there. Now, there's 3 main ways that I consider to get onto oil rig. One of them is on a helicopter, which is obviously going to be a bit more expensive, and you can only take 2 people. One of them is straight down the middle here with a boat. And one of them is going up a center ladder, which I will show you in a second, to avoid having to kill this guy here. Alright, so first I'm going to show you how to avoid having to kill this guy in the center, so that he can alert you if anyone's trying to climb up. You're going to want to get on the far side over here. Put as much distance and just general objects between you and the scientist on the bottom here. And you're going to want to start walking along this middle beam here. Be careful, as soon as you do, he'll start shooting at you, so have your meds ready. You can make it up without taking any damage, good for you, but you probably won't be able to. Now you can just kill the scientist up here and leave the one down there to alert you for counters. Alright, now for the other method. Once you're a good distance away, that you don't think he'll be able to hit any shots, or at the very least, not even be able to shoot at you, you can start picking off these guys, one by one. Eventually they will go and hide behind a crate, so it's best just to wait for them to start moving again. While they're hiding, you can start picking off the other guys. You don't technically need to do this. This is just the safer option, so you don't lose as much health. It is a bit more ammo, but in my opinion, it's worth it because you do get ammo off the scientists. Now, if you're running low on ammo or weaponry, you can do this with the compound bow as well. It might even be more efficient. Alright, once you've at the very least taken down this guy at the bottom, you can bring your boat and just, well, go in. You will likely get shot at by the guys above you, but don't panic. They really can't do much damage to you when you're down here. Make sure to take the loader out of your boat so no one can just come up and steal it. Now proceed with caution when you're climbing up the staircase here, as sometimes there will be a scientist. As you can see, this is the ladder that you'd climb up if you skipped that guy right there. Scientists will peek right here, so be careful of that. Also, on the oil rig, scientists are automatically hostile, meaning they will push you. This is a lot different than things like military tunnels and just ordinary road scientists. If you need to, you can climb back here. Or just flat out jump off. Make sure you do put at least a couple obstacles between you and the scientists, because as you can see, they're all going to start running down to their last known position, and their AI pathfinding is going to make it so they can always shoot you. Occasionally, oil rig will, like, glitch out, and all the scientists will push you at once, so be careful of that. If that happens, you can always go down to the dock and just hold, because they can't climb down that ladder there. Now, when farming a scientist, just know it's only possible to get 5 cloth when farming it. There's no point farming it past that. Keep an eye out for crates hiding behind little items and nooks and crannies of oil. I'd recommend fully clearing a floor before moving up. This helps ensure you're not leaving any behind. And there we get the glitch where they all literally push you at once. That is just amazing. You can tell when you kill a scientist because their radio goes static. So just keep that in mind. Keep in mind that loot can change from oil rig run to oil rig run. Sometimes you can get lucky, sometimes you can get unlucky. Really just depends. When you're pretty sure you've got most of the scientists down, preferably all of them, you're going to want to open the blue key card room. Be careful, as there sometimes, most likely, is going to be 1 to 2 scientists hiding in here. Looks like I got lucky this time and there wasn't. Now open the red key card room. And here you've got the crate. Only press E on it when you're ready to start fighting the heavies. The heavies, on small, are 6 large, very tanky men. Okay, they're very, very large. They're basically scientists on steroids with Spaz 12s and M249s. Now, before I press E on that, I'm going to go over and show you the places you can hold. My 2 favorite spots are either A, climbing up on the crane here, and holding from right back here. This gives you a ton of little peeks, and you can shoot at them when they're getting off the heli. The second spot is down these 2 stairways. Make sure you go down the full 2, because there's only 1 stairwell going down to this level, meaning none can flank you, and they can only come down right here. Be careful though, because you can easily get swarmed. A timer will appear with 15 minutes on it. This alarm tells you when it's been opened. Right after pressing it, you're probably going to want to go and get to your spot, just in case, so you can get comfortable down there, or up there. But I'm just going to watch it for now. The Chinook will shoot at you when it comes around for its loop, but I wouldn't be too concerned. It's basically a normal Chinook spray. Alright, now I'm going to hold it from up on the crane, just because it's easier and less risky. As you can see, they're all spawning. They're going to start running down the stairs. Be careful, these guys can deal heavy damage even if it doesn't look like it at first. And also, their pathfinding is going to try and find an optimal spot to hit you from, so just be aware of that. If you shoot one or one aggro's onto you, it's going to push the crane. They can't get up here, but they can always get into a cheeky spot to shoot you. As you can see, they have a ton of health. I just unloaded almost an entire mag into that one, and he's still not dead. Conserve your ammo here. This is another good spot to bring a compound bow for. If you need to, you can always just tap fire them. Get the optimal bang for your buck. Clearly didn't bring enough ammo. Not to worry, most heavy scientists have some pistol bullets on them. Great lesson. Make sure you, are confident you actually killed them all. That's kind of unfortunate. Uh-oh. Oh. I've got some HV bullets. Hopefully this will finish him off here. There we go. That should be them all, so you can go ahead and start looting. Now, what you're really wanting off of these is some sort of tier 3 gun, like an MP5. Okay. I've looted them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I have looted them all. Alright. Now all you can do is wait for counters and your crate to unlock. Alright, while we're waiting for the crate to unlock, I'm going to show you a couple of spots you can hold from counters. Now, this isn't going to be like a full in-depth guide to it. I'm just going to show you a couple cheeky angles, because it's really hard to counter oil rig if you know what you're doing. Now, on the first level, or L2, because technically they consider the loft area a level, you'll notice that there's a little gap up there. You can jump up onto these barrels here and peek over the side. Now, there are barrels ranging all the way around, so you can get basically a 360-degree view below you. My favorite spot is just over here by the stairs coming up. You can hop on a barrel here if you haven't broken it, and jump just up here. You can see the dock and the ladder, basically meaning they can't get up here unless you have a helicopter. However, if they know to look up here, you are pretty exposed, but you can always just crouch back down. Now, be careful. There are 2 staircases going up, and if you have both of them covered, they can still go up right here. Now, when you're holding an angle like this, be careful to make sure you stay on the railing and don't fall off. There have been a few incidents where we have killed some kids because they were hiding right here and they slipped. While we're raiding, I'm going to show you a couple more areas you can get loot from in here. You're going to want to go around back and put a fuse into there. Come over here, press the button, and you get 2 free military crates. I will take that. Now, this next spot is only available if you have the green key card. Don't fret if you didn't bring it or you just don't have one. It's not super great, but it'll give you a few extra crates. If your oil rig's in the snow and it's getting night, there's always a fire up here that actually provides warmth. So as you can see, I'm negative 17, so I'm going to be losing health pretty fast. I can just go up here. Make sure you sit a decent way away because you will actually overheat if you're right next to it. Now, always keep your ears open for helicopters and boats pulling up. Most likely, if a helicopter comes, it's going to land on the helipad. I can't even tell you how much you just scared me. Alright, now if we run in here, you can see some loot. Now, this is a pretty good crate, but someone just stole us. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want a more detailed guide on how to do large oil rig, how to do oil rig with bows, or even how to counter oil rig, I'm always open for that. Sorry this video, kind of felt a bit rushed. I'm not great at doing these live ones. I usually do voiceovers. But, yeah, I'm wanting to try something new here, so. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Almost at 1,000. That'd be pretty epic. Okay. Okay, bye.